waiting room. Shout outs to you for loyally waiting in the waiting room. It's late. It's the afternoon. It's the afternoon here on the East Coast, coming live from Brooklyn, New York City, where a lot of people say that they're in cryptocurrency, but I never seem to meet anybody actually in cryptocurrency. There's this dude on my block. Have you seen him wear a Bitcoin shirt? I've been meaning to stop that guy, but that's when shit gets weird. Hey, bro, I see you're wearing a Bitcoin shirt. Hey, bro, we should be friends. Have you ever heard of Zen? Come lose your money with me. Have you ever heard of Zen? Boy, oh boy, is Zen becoming bionic? This right here, this thing on the screen, this right here is getting the story of stories, bro. We all fucking hate it. Everybody lost. No winners, all losers. And that's what makes it so poetic. Not a lot of tokens actually have all losers at all. And this little candle right here, this little thing that happened overnight, that's nothing. That's a nothing burger. It's a nothing burger. But it's nice fireworks for the chart, because now you see it. You're like, damn, they really sent that shit to 3 million. And you know what's funny is, in a regular crypto world, KOLs would be coming out the corners. They'd be saying shit like, all right, I guess we're going to fill the wick. I guess this wick needs to be filled, right? And I used to think this as well. And I mean, this is going to be a really good narrative for Ethereum Zen, because the wick actually could fill, right? People could, FUD themselves out of Zen right now. Like now you FUD yourself out. Right now people sell out of Zen and they move into a side chain. Right? So the ETH Zen is pain on pain, and I think it's good for the project. I think this thing is really becoming the enemy of the state. Oh no, it's Zen, And I think it has to be that way. And it also brings forward. It brings us forward, bro. We going forward, bro. It ain't nothing, right? Look, it happened, and now we still here. So people are gonna take imaginary profit as we create a new internet, and they're gonna, constantly bring this notion that Zen is doing something opposite of what the white paper says it's gonna do, which is create the fairest launch token over and over and over and over again at the discretion of any person that decides they want to put some Ethereum or some native coin through the respected Zen contract. And cycles, they come in mysterious ways. And I think I hate about other cryptos too is how, like, other cryptos, the cycles are so unpredictable because you need insider trading information. In Zen world now, it's just knowing about a burner that's going to come out before everybody else. And maybe you're the person making it. Maybe you have enough clout. That's also going to be another thing, guys. Don't just be chasing burners because motherfuckers got access to GPT. Definitely. And if you're going to make a burner, it's your brand. Burning Zen is a vote. Vote or die. Vote or die for Zen Burn. Right? Burnzen.com. But yeah, you can do whatever you want to do, right? That's what I'm saying. Your Zen's a vote, so I hope you get it by now, man. I'm not here to tell you to like it, but as you can see, people are they playing games, and I think we're ahead of the game. I actually honestly think that if you're rocking with your boy Crypto, bro, you got nothing to worry about, because they chasing us now. That's what's really happening. So today is May 6th, Tuesday. And what it do? What's up, Samson? What it do? Oh, I didn't even put this on X that we're over here. We're chilling. If you're on X watching this, come over to the YouTube. I'm gonna post the link right now. Come over here, chat with us. We chilling. We doing our thing. But yeah, if you're on X, make sure you hit the heart. If you're on YouTube, please hit the thumbs up or a thumbs down. Shit. Do either or. I'm sure either or will help the algorithm. What up, Samson? What it do? What up, Frosty? Frankie? T-Law Fitness? Downtown Clark? Zenthusiast? Leader? What up, everybody? What up, you Zenians? OP Zen still doing his thing. T-Law Fitness, that's your Zen, bro. That's actually, you're the captain. You kept saying it's gonna do something. I was like, I don't fucking think so. I hate staking whales. And then now I'm like, oh, they soft over there. You can go over to OP Zen and beat everybody up. Like, it's when we say Zen's a solo game, that shit is 100% applied to OP Zen right now. And that's kind of like where I'm at with the like opening statement of like, yeah, you might be down in ETH Zen, but the concept is to keep moving with the group, because the group is a thing. The group is a thing. People think that Zen is fucking dead. It's like, yeah, to you, bro, you're not at the Crypto Brush stream getting the goddamn at the edge alpha. Like, we're at the edge of speed of light right now. We're about to move to SVM. You think we're gonna let these EVM bros hold us back? No. Bring it lower. Thank you. I am hyped. But yeah, man, shout outs to T-Law Fitness. He was screaming, go to OP Zen, go to OP Zen. Now we here, bro. Thank you. That was an alley-oop from the community too. And you know what's funny is it feels good to know that CB Zen is still CB Zen. And if you really want some price action, maybe ETH Zen, or maybe anything with an amp is not your jam. Like, maybe it is too complex if it's got a high amp on it, because you just don't know how to play it fast. You're playing it too slow. So this is kind of like the crossroads I think OP Zen just naturally got itself into, and it's not on any exchanges. So it does have a full community support right now. Like, now is when you'd want to get into this crypto project, because it's 100% crypto, before motherfuckers start connecting pipelines to it, because they realize that this might be the fairest version, or I don't know how to say this, the most bullish version of Zen right now, right? Because that's what's happening. The real Zenian, hello, we're here. We've been moving around, testing out all the chains, and now we're well diversed in Zen. We're Zen rich. Shout out Zen rich wherever you are, bro. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, we are Zen rich, and dumps like today on ETH Zen don't really impact the core, because they're Zen rich somehow. Maybe they got, like, I would say now too, like, if you got 10 validators on X1 chain, you're probably feeling a little Zen rich right now, because you're like, hey man, I'm 10 crypto bros ahead of the crypto bro, right? Because I don't even have one validator. So if you got 10 of them, I think you're stomping everybody out, and it's moving fast. Like, the validator crew is moving faster than the Zen token fanatic, right? The X blocker, the Zen blocker, right? XENblocks. After today's dump, I feel like they have the safest place to play right now, and a lot of people are still playing over there. So let's talk about it, right? Why is it safer to play other Zens and not play ETH Zen, right? Now, ETH Zen, it has the story. It's the first one to come out. It's like the beacon, or how do you say this? It's like if this was like the Batman Dark Knight trilogy, this is definitely Batman Begins. All right, so like you're going to learn how to be the shadow master guy with Zen on ETH. Everybody, all of us are going to learn it. We're going to always reference the beginning. So this is why, again, I don't think it'll ever go away in the Zen world, because it's the one that got the engine started, right? It got everybody curious, and we know it works. The problem with it, oh, hold on one second. I got to fucking kill my dev server. I'm seeing my shit skipping. I'm making a burner that I hope to have live soon. It'll be 100% burner. What's this thing here? Should be. It's gonna be cool. This isn't the final. This is just a skeleton for it, because it already flips through it. What I've been trying my hardest to do, and what everybody else should focus on, is your Web3 connection. Like, however that comes about, that's how you're going to be able to finesse it. If you run into walls with the Web3, bruh, just keep finding your connection. And that's what's the thing about Ethereum that's actually trash, is that you really got to figure it out. But that's also what makes it really cool, because it's flexible in this instance of painting. Like, if you think of development as like being a painter, ETH is definitely going to be where, or EVM is where I think you're going to find some of the craziest coders that are doing it with no AI. Whereas SVM and whatever comes after that, there'll be a lot of like formality and principle and fundamental. And that's just because that's how people can work together and plug in together to be faster thinkers. And yeah, I think both natures live in harmony, right? It's like the artist and the businessman. That's what we're trying to find in crypto, and why I like Zen so much. Because I do think it is the most artistic coin in crypto currently, even when it falls off a cliff. So what's funny is what I've been saying for a long ass time is that ETH Zen supply don't move. All right. Right now it's at 189. And if we rewind time, it's only made 10 trillion motherfucking coins. 10 trillion motherfucking coins in about a month's time. Okay, so it's actually making coins faster now. So that's good to hear. That must mean that people must be getting mints from 400, 300 days ago. That's probably what that is. And maybe that's what happened yesterday. Maybe someone's really trying to shake everybody out, so they dumped all their Zen, but they're about to get the same amount in mints. So they're just getting the lowest low. And if everybody starts to buy back, why not get back in and swing the price? Like, Zen is a trader's paradise, but it's a solo game, so not everybody gets to play the game. All right, you get to watch it though. It's like you're watching somebody online, like on Twitch or something, somebody else playing the game. But yeah, let's go back 10 more trillion. So yeah, the gap in between the last 10 trillion, that was damn near almost 3 months. So you see the lull of that 3 month period is what I kept harping on, that like Zen is technically deflationary because it needs to stay rapidly inflating. Rapid inflation doesn't mean anything, truthfully, because it's just like we're printing more dollars. So again, eventually time will balance out the scale of Zen that exists. And this is why too, I can't believe people are trying to join the ecosystem and build, because as inflation happens, it's kind of like a way for you as like a builder to make like a Zen burn that captures this inflation, right? And now it's again, it's like you're a store that has the ability for people to spend their inflation. They're gonna come there and spend their inflation, right? And that's why, in my personal opinion on base right now, oh, it's right here, we're almost up to 95 trillion excuse me, Zen that has been burned via the Zen burner, right? Burnzen.com. Burnzen.com. What up, Quantum? What it do? I'm here for the tech. What's up, Fast Aldo? That's what we are. Damn, bro, you're not validating. I plan on validating, but I'm really going to make it more of like a I'm learning session than like a you should join my validator, because there's going to be some people way more high tech than me with really cool validators. And, you know, I don't want to like, you know, continue the nerd. Continue the nerd after finding Zen is fucking crazy. You're going quantum blast mode, bro. Beyond this reality. And sometimes I like to visit that. You know, it's like doing LSD. Like sometimes I might want to dibble dabble, but most times I'm okay being normal. So doing the node is like that, bro. Next level shit. It's not like taking a little bit of mushrooms. Yo, that shit is next level. See, that's why I like the burn dApps, because I'm starting to think that's where it resonates to the artists in Zen, because you can make a canvas with Zen as the asset. And we don't have an array of these types of canvases yet, because people still think their Zen is valuable. So they're not just releasing it. Now, XBurner is an anomaly because it's internal with people who've had a lot already. And that's why, again, I think because of XBurner's concept, it shows that Zen's burn is like a vote. And you should vote how you please. Well, you know, it's a vote. Like, think of it like that. Like, you're going to go and spend your Zen somewhere, and you're going to, you know, get an XYZ on the other side. And yeah, you might get X and T, but this is like how the token starts to evolve, right? This is how we get away from the X1 narrative in general. Because some people, again, might come in from a burning dApp and not even know what X1 is. And that's a bonus. Like, oh, what? Like, oh, I was just bored on base, and I just started to get X burn by burning Zen. It's like the reverse, right? They're just on base. They had ETH. They buy X burn because it might have some upside, which I totally believe. Like, that's why I'm championing this coin right now, because I actually think we have a great opportunity in base chain to just demolish all these stupid ass base coins and make Jesse look even dumber, and like really be the crypto people in base. And this is what it is. Like, and make it so that they see us. This is just another platform for X1 chain billboard. That's how I see it. It is permissionless in public, and they shouldn't put graffiti on our billboard, right? Graffiti on our billboard from base is them censoring us. Right, that is 100% not crypto, and that would mean base is not for everyone. So we got them cornered, bro. Go over there, blow up base. It's like 15 cents for a max mint. Base is living exactly how Zen should live, in a low crypto or low fee environment, so inflation can be arbitrary. When the gas fee plays into the arbitrage of the creation of Zen, you get built up tension essentially, and that's why you get these dumps, because market makers can push the price down and swing it on you. So you'll never win on Ethereum Zen. Right? You'll never win. It's not designed that way. This thing is going to go to Valhalla because as a community, we're going to bring all the chains together, and Ethereum is coming with us. Like, it's not like we're going to leave ETH behind. The fuck? No man left behind, bro. No man left behind. But you'll get opportunities like this where I think this is an amazing op. And if it keeps going lower, then yeah, I guess we got to fill the wick, right? Like, all right, they're going to fill the wick. They're going to go to $4 million market cap. So you go on vacation, right? Go enjoy your summer, come back in September. And more than likely this thing, you know, probably is recovered by then, right? But if you're going to have a hot Zen summer, right? We're not really hyper focused on Zen on ETH because it doesn't really work well in the reward formula because of the gas fucking bullshit where it just doesn't give you what you're looking for, right? We are the pro-Zenians. We know what they want. They want to spend their Zen. They want to spend something. Damn it. People want to just do shit in crypto, but they ain't got it yet, right? They ain't got it. So I personally think, again, I think XBurner is the meme coin that base people have been looking for, and other emission coins will follow us, right? But we're the first mover in this experiment, right? And what is an emission coin in X1 Zen, right? Many people will probably have different concepts about this. And honestly, I'm the only person that's saying this. So this is the crypto bro concept of the emissions dApp to X1, right? And X burner is the first one of this notion, right? Okay, you ready for this? The notion is the burn helps the ecosystem. So instead of taking the Zen and burning it into, you know, I mean, you could do it. That's what I'm saying. You could do it either way. You can burn it yourself. Soon there will be a tool with a very beautiful UX where you'll be able to go and say, you know what? Fuck X burner and everyone. I'm going to burn 100%. And then, all right, I've already done this agency. You're going to burn a couple times. You're going to realize you're not getting anything right now. You're not getting any power because you're just burning right now. So, I know naturally you're going to move over to wanting to burn with a group because there's more at risk, because there's more capital involved, right? So X burner is the emissions dApp. When you burn your Zen here, you get 80% of the burn, and then the protocol gets 20% of your burn. But the 20% is not burned. It's redistributed back into the protocol. 10% of it is used for this buyback and burn feature to burn X burn. And then the other 10% goes into the liquidity pool, a V2 liquidity pool on Uniswap to help support the price of X burner, you know, in CB Zen, right? So X burner's most dominant pool should always be CB Zen. And this is kind of where I'm at with this organic emissions dApps for X1. With these things will pop up, like people will experiment. They will be on the same hive mind. They won't be trying to gain. They'll be trying to paint. And they'll be like, yo, we take this amount of percentage and do this with it. And then we do this with that with it. And then the flywheels will all start happening, right? But we need an environment where we can do this. And that's why I like CB Zen. And that's why I like the low gas chain environments. And I can go on and on and on about all the fucking Zens. But we like CB Zen. It's paired with ETH. There's no drama in the Ethereum, right? Every other coin, you got to deal with their gatekeepers. But in ETH, it's just the narratives, and we can be a fly on the wall because we're moving to X1 anyway. Anyways, you know, let y'all turn up for us. It's officially the remix where we are 100% the users on the internet, and we're just watching everybody else twerk for dollars, okay? They're going to be doing all kinds of crazy shit. And then eventually they'll find Zen. They'll find Joe Zen rich ass. And then they're going to be like, yo, I could give you this much percentage with this much percentage because I want to fuse that percentage in Valhalla, right? Like that's everybody's fucking pitch in like 2026. But I think, again, X burner is going to absorb most of the Zen, and that's going to be where the credit is. The culture will be in the burning. So if you make a dApp and it doesn't impact the culture and it doesn't burn a lot of Zen, then it's not really going to be considered, in my opinion, like something that's time traveling with the community organically, right? You're going to have to you're going to have to buy your way in or some dumb shit. But right now you can you can just follow the principles. They're out there, bro. We've seen them already. What's that song? If you see them, point them out. Oh, there's one right there. What's up, Titan X? Will 1000X? How many CBs in total is burned? Oh, I think it's like 100 trillion now. I'm actually not sure. Yosef doesn't update the burning stats. Or he didn't update the burning stats with like his burner page is only things that the script is reaching for. So it's not like a global concept because we don't have that yet. Somebody would need to build it, but that's the idea, I guess, of fair crypto. There's a lot of free things that are happening. And if you have capital or leverage, yeah, you can front run right now because there's a lot of things that need to be built, like the Oracle for burning. Like someone could front run fair crypto and totally take the fees from all the app developers. But ain't nobody thinking like that because they all still trying to make sure they can save Ethereum and shit. I got to save ETH. Like, no, fuck that. Change all these RPCs, yo. Come build for Zen. Fuck all that other shit. I ain't got no rollies for you yet. That's Jack Levin's job. But definitely the users are here. So yeah, like in CBZen, what I do is I just look at this right here on ZenPub where it says it's black. It's black. But it's, yeah, the DBZen, xeNFTs, and Phoenix. And that's how, like, I can see they burned 43 trillion Zen between those three projects. But there's a lot of projects that are out there. Like they did like Zen Doge. I think that was on base chain maybe. I mean, and that's what I mean. Some of the burners won't be accounted for until we have the global stat of everybody's burn record uploaded to a ledger, like the Oracle, right? Like that, when that moment happens, that's when it's like, oh shit, this is super real. Like, oh damn. And that's the beauty of doing the iBurn redeem function in the Zen contract. It's like the autonomous ticket, right? Like or tag. And I mean, it's a lot of load on these blockchains. It's kind of funny. It's a really funny thing, man. We'll see what happens when we get there. But yeah, CBZen is roughly around 25 or 125 trillion burned out of the existence. And I mean, there's a lot of inflation to come because people are going hard over on base chain. Again, if you know how Zen works, you want G ranks to increase because that means you're going to get more Zen in your mint. So you want participation, right? It's all about that. That's another thing about ETH Zen that holds it back currently. It's good for the future, bad for the present. Right? In the present, people want to click right now. They want to click a lot, right? So they don't want to make a couple G ranks or a couple of xeNFTs, bro. They want to make 100 xeNFTs. Fuck. They want to make like 100 xeNFTs, and they want to do it as fast as they can. That's what the pro users' requests are. And some of these pro users, they built it already because they've been asking for it for so long. They're like, fuck that, I'm just going to reach into the sky and make it. And like, look at the G ranks on CBZen. Like, right? Wow, we hit this all-time high right there yesterday. 4 million C ranks in one day. That's all-time high. Holy moly jolly. Now see, you can't be afraid of G ranks, and that's why I like CBZen. CBZen, again, it's the real Zen. Zen is here to be like $1. And imagine if we had to print $1 for everybody that was born, right? And then what gives it value is the fact that like all the dollars are speculative. They might get overburned, but it's not like we're printing dollars like the Fed because we got a balance we need to cover. You can never do that in Zen, and that's why it's sovereign cash, essentially. Because no one can reach into the sky and alter today's present. The only way to do that is to have the stake, right? If you don't have the stake, you ain't shit. It's as simple as that. And maybe you, and in Zen, if you are well, you will get a red candle day. Be ready for your candle day, bro. Like, you're going to blow out the candle. Everyone's going to be all crying and shit. Some people will be applauding like me. Like, oh my God, what a beautiful candle. Look at this candle. Hopefully you do it though, and we see you, and it's not like this one. This is a market maker candle because they took a fat L. They took 17 ETH, but they invested 37 Ethereum. So don't make a candle like that. Make like the XEN candle. Whoever made that candle, I'm still applauding you. You got that one. That was yours to take. This one right here. Yeah, whoever had that $8,000 worth of XEN and they just decided to just take it all. Like that's what I mean. One day you're gonna get a candle if you're a whale that looks like this. The idea after you make a candle like that for me in crypto is how strong is the narrative? Did that person exiting change anything? Or was that an opportunity for redistribution? And in Zen, we'll have a lot of these different market cycles. The thing is that on XEN, you can't get it from the mints anymore. Right? There's no way you can make new inflation. I'm actually making a tool right now that hopefully we get out soon for XEN. So you see, like what I'm noticing now is I want to build, but it's all consolidating to the right place. What is it needs the most focus? I think we're all getting ready to come to this conclusion that XEN probably does need the most focus. There's been a lot of people that have talked about it because they're in positioned minting, like they've got the magic internet right now. They minted the best position. They get to create red candles and they have to choose when they're going to make these candles because there's a buyer's market behind them. So you have two fucking roads, bro. Either you make the candle or you just hold it and shut the fuck up and let it rip. Like it's better if everybody just lets it rip. This is crypto. Hello. It's not hard to push markets if you just let it rip. And this is the fairest version of Zen, right? This isn't solXEN. This isn't VMPX. This isn't Zencat. This isn't any of that other Zen. This is the actual minting formula released by the Fair Crypto Foundation that's on Zen.network. Like this is the actual Zen. Like oh shit. Right. So that's why I'm like, oh, okay, we're getting into this consolidation phase. Like, you can really like Ethereum Zen, but if you want to see what ETH Zen's gonna be like in 2030, then you want to be on optimism so you can get optimistic about this future. Right. And I think, man, I do think ETH will be around. Actually, here I'll show you why. So I was on this because we call ourselves Spark. There's also another Spark, but it's not with an X. This is Spark with a K. What up, Simple? What up, ENJ? ENJ. What do you think about XENblocks? Oh, XENblocks is cool. Shout out to Mike and Yosef. They all cooking that up. I mean, it's an experiment, so we'll see what happens. Zen's full of a bunch of cheaters, bro. Like I'm gonna hold my XENblocks and I'm gonna be like, these are my XENblocks. And I hope people follow, but there is a possibility that a lot of people don't see XENblocks as a fun meme in the network. Because it's a funny meme. Like it's like Potato Vampire or solXEN or, solXEN's really not a meme, but it's a meme on Zen, which is about taking up block space and, fair principles. Because Zen started on Ethereum. And that's just time. Time did that. I didn't do that. So XENblocks is in the same category as everything else now. Like people have to be like, oh, is this real? Is this fake? Blah, blah, blah. So let it ride. XENblocks is tight though. I think it's cool. They really did that. And and now it's like a EVM RPC token bridge. I don't know. I don't really want to call it. It's like a GPU mining thing for like EVM now. It's a complete trick. Wait, where am I at with it? I got it here somewhere. Let me see. Let me go back to XENblocks. Yeah, right here. E and J, you bring up a good thing. I think the seller today was one of those who we saw buying Zen at 100K a few months ago. Yeah, they were 100%. That's what they didn't even inflate the supply. Supply is normal, same supply. So yeah, this is like this is the XENblocks. I think it's on testnet right now. So you should go test it out and give them some feedback. Test this out. Test out Spark. There's some things out there in Zen world. If you want to get active, we ain't waiting for you. We making our own shit. But I think this is really cool. What I hope is people enjoy it and have fun with it and don't take it too serious. Because again, the seriousness is on X1 chain. It is no longer on Ethereum. That's why it's XENblocks. Ethereum is a big ass meme. So just understand that it's a real meme. It's not no meme like where you got to have a cartoon attached to it. This is pain. Pain's attached to this one. Same like Zenburn. A lot of people don't want to inflict pain on their portfolio. They're like, there's no way I'm burning my fucking Zen. And then there's people like me who's like, yo, I think you should burn all your Zen. I think you should just torch it. So that little meme in itself is what's going to really take us off. But like things like XENblocks, like this is just fun. If you're mining XENblocks, you're going to have these constantly coming to you on Ethereum, right? They're basically the placeholder for your XENblock while we wait for X1 chain. And they have nothing to do with the XENblock. So do not even put these two things together, you fucking retard. All right, they are XENblocks and XENblocks, okay? This is just a meme on top of XENblocks, which is, okay, I think that is novel as hell. Because who and why? Mike is mad. And yeah, this is tight. So here, I'll put it in the chat box. So if you want to check out XENblocks, go join their Telegram. Things are coming together. Sentiment changes. Truth is internal. My guy, Simple Water. But we're going to act like Simple said that. Simple, you said that. But yeah, so here's a bullish case for Ethereum. This is a well-known DeFi protocol called SparkFi. It's actually in cahoots with Sky. And if you know about Sky, Sky is essentially what MakerDAO turned into on Ethereum. So this is a really big DeFi platform for ETH. But something I find very interesting is how they like divide their bucket of DeFi. Like me, I like to be on layer 2s. But for some reason, Spark doesn't allow you to borrow or farm on layer 2s. You can only do it on Ethereum. What made me think, I was like, I've been seeing this a lot in crypto lately on these big DeFi platforms that are like, again, they're building to be the Walmart, the Costco of fucking DeFi. They're going to take on the challenge. They're going to change. They're going to bring DeFi to the masses. So I find it very interesting that they're also already dividing participation based on chain, because it's all based on like how they think that user is going to be on that chain. And I don't like that part of crypto. I don't like the behavior choosing. I like base chain because it's what I think Zen should be. And if Zen is on X1, then we're really out of base chain. There's no reason to be there. Like, we're only on base because they have the most affordable fees and they have the 8-year period. So if X1 never existed, Zen on base would be that's what I'm saying. Like, it would be the model of this inflationary dollar that could exist. And maybe if enough people rallied behind the minting formula, we could bring it to life. We could show people on base like, hey, we've got this project where, you can make your own coins and they're worth something. And there's an ecosystem for you to essentially spend them, right? That's why it's like, hey, you might need to get VC funding so you can create a jackpot game where all of the value is, and this is where you're putting all the minions' attention to, like, oh, you're going to burn your thing and then this thing holds this thing up and blah, blah, blah. right? That's why I just like that it's an X1 chain, because X1 chain is ambiguous. We don't know the value of X1, but we know it exists, right? So we know there's something else there. I was thinking about this really, really deep, because it goes deeper. Because some people be like, "Oh, you're kind of crazy because like you're just burning your Zen because you just think something's there, right?" And you can see it, but you can't see it. Doesn't that sound like something else? You can see it, but you can't see it, and everyone around you is telling you you're fucking crazy. Or everyone's around you is saying, "I don't have time for that. I'm focused on something else right now. I don't have time to go 100% on that one." So that's what makes me feel like the X1 connection to the overall crypto space is very disruptive. And anything associated with this thing that doesn't exist yet, but everybody that's involved knows it exists, feels like a much stronger narrative and like vibration than anything else. That's why I'm like, yo, yeah, you could totally build the world's best DeFi and then start getting into behavioral blockchain fucking case studies, I guess, for your UX. So you can be like, hey, maybe we shouldn't offer the farms to the base and Arbitrum users. Maybe we need to get with legal, blah, 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 right? Instead of just releasing. There has to be a reason why, right? Somebody thought about it. Why? Why did y'all do that? This is crypto. Isn't everybody involved? Right? And that's why I'm telling you, base, I like it, but it's very cringe, which makes me feel like it's not the answer. And they trying to act like it's the artistic answer. It's not, Jesse. I'm sorry. But we will be bridging. We will be bridging from X1 chain to base chain and vice versa. And I am pro crypto. So if people are doing crypto things on base, I think that is great for the space. The more clicks, the better. Clicking is what's going to get this internet cracking. And less clicks is not hitting. And we can see that from Ethereum. And Zen is a research project. You can tell from the G ranks where the clicks are. Right? Even Optimism is still clicking. And they got 1 amp. This one is so funny. And it's at a standstill. Some people don't want to burn their Optimism. They really want the upside. So there's a lot of sell pressure on the top of Optimism. So I'm hoping that it stays like this for a little bit longer. Like until like June-ish. Let's look on the weekly. Oh damn, bullish on the weekly. The bullish settlement for this thing is 1 million. Like right here, yeah, like right above 97,000 market cap. So and this is bullish because again, what you see on XEN is just like what we see on XEN. But on XEN, inflation is actually accessible, so it's stopping people from going balls deep. Like more people would actually play with Ethereum Zen if the AMP wasn't 2000. And that's what everyone is saying right now about XEN. For some reason, somebody even asked if we can change the AMP on Ethereum. Like they didn't know that Zen was immutable. Or maybe they didn't know crypto. I don't know. But then that's kind of why, again, I'm like, oh, a lot of people like Zen, but now they're starting to understand the minting formula. And now they're realizing, oh, maybe I don't like that AMP. Like, that's really what I don't like. So on Optimism Zen, it does not have that. And that in my opinion, changes everything. Because now it needs to move, and nobody's moving. So everybody has the bag. All right, so if you're... Where is it? That's the ecosystem? Okay, here it is. So everybody has the bag on Optimism. And they're all staking. Now, what my thought is that we saw here is like either this is gonna get really boring, and I don't know, like maybe somebody will take the risk, but someone in the staking pool needs to unstake, and they need to get into the liquidity. Now you get into liquidity. So, you're gonna come to this conclusion anyways, because I don't have the optimism Zen, and I'm now seeing that like maybe me thinking I was gonna get this position in Zen because of OP Zen, like maybe I was supposed to like learn this before I get to X1 chain. And what I'm learning right now is you actually don't want a bunch of stakers that all have that don't move, because then they just there. They're not selling, they're not buying, they're just there. And if they're not moving the chart, no one new can come in and the chart gets stale, and the market makers control the ups and downs. So then it doesn't, again, it hurts you if you're a big holder, because you're just sitting there doing nothing. So this is something I had thought was going to happen, and why I was a little afraid of optimism's in. But I'm not afraid, because I don't care if I have to wait. If it dumps, if it wicks fill, because stakers aren't going to move, so I have to wait for this liquid supply to kind of rotate down, right? Because right now what people are essentially thinking is they're getting more. Whoever is the biggest staker right now, they are probably getting a nice percentage of this APY, and they could just recycle it in, and again, plan for the future. But I hate that narrative now. Now that I've seen how fast it can move, I'm like, bro, fuck that. You hold CBZen, you don't hold OPZen. OPZen, this is where you provide liquidity, because there's not enough coins, so there's much more fees to be taken. And then if you're making OPZen as people are selling it down, then you can just burn that, because that's like free OPZen, right? And Ethereum, we're out of there anyways. So ETH is really for transforming. And that's kind of why, again, it's like, ETH keeps suffering the hardest when the overall markets sell off. Because over in Ethereum world, there's a lot of sell pressure, right? All the roads are pointing to X1, man. There's never been a better time to position yourself for this shit, because it'll get so concentrated that everybody will think the same. They'll all start to really think, and they'll come to the same conclusions, because it's that fair. The burns on X1, they'll be fine, and that's why all of them will go up. But again, I'm thinking of after that, like what happens after the burns? Where will people want to stay? And CBZen, it still is ruler, because we can transform the Zen into other coins and then value those other coins in like stable coins. So right, that's inserting Zenferno farms. So we could build a future like this, where we provide liquidity, right? So right now, this is the phase 2 of Zen Burner, right? So in Zen Burner, you burn Zen, and you get X burn, right? The way that we try to do this was you can amplify your X burn. So right now, if I want to burn this 1.9 billion, right? I have a term length. So let's say I do 69, right? If I do 69 days in the staking NFT, I get a bonus of 36 X burn, right? But just for burning it, I'm going to get 19 or 1,925 X burn, because it's 1 million Zen to 1 X burn, right? So if I increase this, like I could do 1,000 days, right? I'm gonna get a 27X multiplier, and that's a 527 more X burn. So something that I think Tree City West discovered, and something everybody else can kind of discover, is we can use Zen burning as a way to generate new coins, new ideas in a fair manner, right? But it's just getting the community there so they can get to this next like horizon of everything, of like spending your Zen, like taking the burn away from just this idea that you're burning for X1 and like really evolve it into this like your burn is a vote. You can vote for whatever you want to vote for. And that's kind of like your term state. So if you want to vote longer on X burner, you can advance your multiplier and get more X burn. Me right now, I'm just doing 69 for the culture. All right, so we hit approve. And then we'll go ahead. You'll see sub penny approvals. What's up, Josh? You burned some CBs in this morning. Can't read the properties. What's going on? Hold up. Oh, let me refresh this. I've been tweaking all morning. Let me close this. I've been tweaking shit all morning long. Where'd you burn it at? You burned it here on ZenBurner. $10 per billion. What a steal. Is that on CBZen? Yeah, hold up. What's up with my wallet? Am I still on testnet? No. All right, let's see it. Let me see it. Oh, it's already approved. All right. So we'll do 69 days. You'll see here it says it's going to take my CBZen, burn it, and give me an X lock. So I'll hit sign. Sub pennies. Can't read. Burn transaction failed. I wonder if Tree is trying to fix things in the background, or if it's my wallet. Could be my wallet. I changed my RPC earlier. Let me see it. Yeah, see, it went through. My wallet's tripping. Rainbow Wallet has been tripping lately. It hates me. But what we'll see here is when you burn at XBurn, this is how the transaction is going to look. You'll see that 385 million CBZen went to the XBurn token contract address. Right, that's going to take it on its next journey. And then 1.5 billion Zen went to the burn address to give me burn credit. Right? So this little bit of Zen is what I was talking about earlier about like the emissions DApp, where the contract takes a little bit of the Zen and it puts it back into a flywheel to help advance, you know, the whole project, the whole Zen world. Because if we, you know, if there's this abstract number of Zen going into a liquidity pool, if enough of it piles up, it could start a Zen burner. And that's basically what we're seeing now. Like Zen burner is actually successful on base chain. Most of my base memes are red right now. In the last 24 hours, and Zen burner V4 is up right now. But yeah, it's still pretty up compared to a lot of those other base memes. So it's holding its value. And what's funny is if you price the market cap in CBZen, it's way below the amount of Zen that was burned. This is fascinating to me because it should be, this should match this. So this is 94 trillion has been burned. That's how much we know has been burned for XBurner. But people have sold the XBurner like tokens back into the liquidity pool, and now it's actually on discount. It's like half off of how much it cost everybody to burn the Zen. So there's another version of this that we're trying to kickstart right now, And that's really getting people to understand the X burn token so that, you know, we can build liquidity, build value, and it all be organic from the, you know, from the community. So when you're looking at the next phase, which is going to be these farms, right? You burn your Zen, you get the xeNFT, right? You can go long, like I was saying, or you can early emergency forfeit if you want, and you'll get your base rewards. All right, so you always get the base rewards. But you know, if you can stay in the pool, you get the little extra bits. But this is what we're building on. We're building on the notion that, hey, maybe you don't want to go long and wait 66 days for your X burn. Maybe you want to do something with it now. So what you can do is essentially take it to the farm, and you can start building double rewards, right? So you can do Spark LP, X burn LP, X burn and Spark LP, and then Spark CBZen LP. So this is also kind of strategic. As you can see, it's in Ethereum. So it's really to attract ETH people. I hope maybe Tree City West opens up the idea to like stable coins, and maybe if the community starts to test out Spark, you know, we could talk this concept in. But right now it's just, I guess, keeping it crypto, keeping it dripped in crypto tokens, you know, and just crypto first principles, baby. But yeah, I think I staked some. Yeah, so we're on testnet. You can see here I staked 140 X burn earlier today, and I think it's yielding like at 10%. So and you have to lock it. So like this one is kind of cool. It's a single-sided staking pools where you can yield Spark. So you can stake Spark and yield Spark, or you can stake X burn and yield Spark. So this is literally the next phase if you're trying to learn DeFi, right? You can emergency in-stake your X burn, and then you can bring it over here and stake it in this pool to help deepen the liquidity and earn Spark. And then you can harvest Spark like this. Now this is on testnet, and I still got some testnet over there. So we'll go ahead and harvest Spark. And again, the more you time lock, the more percentage of the rewards you get. So you can do 7 days, 3 days, 1 day. And that's kind of why, again, this is all building. This is the building blocks of essentially X burn DeFi. So don't go hard, but these are the building blocks of how you create DeFi from the ground up. So now we have claim the Spark. Oh, you gotta wait a second. Okay. I love the cooldowns. That's just so that people don't be dumping. That's some real DeFi shit, man. He thought about everything. So it's right here. Cooldown period. Each action a cooldown period. Stake, harvest, 1 hour cooldown. Withdraw, 30-minute cooldown. Cooldowns prevent flash loan attacks and maintain reward stability. Look at me. I'm learning. So I guess I can't get that yet. I guess we still gotta wait a little bit before we can get that Spark. Darn it. But yeah, essentially I could get that Spark, and as soon as I get it, I can go and use it some way, somehow. If I got some Ethereum, I can pair it with the ETH pool and then keep getting Spark rewards and ETH rewards, you know, or I can burn some more Zen, get some more X burn, pair those two together, and then, you know, getting more Spark, more X burn, because, you know, you believe in both projects. Or you can pair it with CBZen. Like you got mints coming out and you want to put your mints to work so you can make more CBZen or make more Spark. You can put it right in here, right? So this is kind of the next evolution of really being in Zen. And it needed to come from in-house, in my opinion. Everybody else could make it, but that's how you know they're not really listening to the Zenian or a Zenian themselves and trying to create a solution to a problem. The biggest problem on Zen is liquidity. And there's never been a better time to raise awareness to it when we're kind of on our own, right? Like it's like 100% in your face now. Jack is not coming out with X1 chain. And either you can sell and leave and join somebody else's farm, or you can use your Zen as power. I mean, I guess if you're not on CB Zen, and this can easily be dropped on Optimism. Oh, cool! I got my spark. He didn't make it so that the cooldown. That's smart. Or where'd I get the spark from? Maybe he airdropped it to me. Are you watching? It's Tree City West in the building. But I just got some spark right now. What the fuck? Yeah, let's can we put the spark to work or what? So, but yeah, so this needed to come from internal, and then again, the spark only has a total supply of 1 billion, and all of the tokens, they come from the yielding pool. So the only way to get spark is to yield it, right? And that's kind of the novel approach here, is that you can mint Zen, burn it for X burner, and now that you've got 2 coins that you've created fairly, you can stake them and create spark, which is only created from staking in this pool. And you're going to bring value some way. That's why it's like the USDC would make sense in a farm, but not like in a fair launch farm, because anybody can get USDC, right? Not everybody can get Ethereum. And yeah, you can, but not everybody does. A lot of people only got stables. So they had to turn their stable into ETH. That's like a barrier of entry. They're like, I don't know about that. So that's why, yeah, again, there's no stable coins. It's like 100% crypto. But let me see this. Yeah, I got some spark in the house. Yeah, damn. Where's the spark coming from? What the fuck? Yo, this shit's turned. There's pending rewards like crazy. What is going on? 140 B. I mean, as these pools grow, that's why too in the beginning, you're gonna want to be early with your X burn, because the people who get in first will yield the most spark before hella people come in, and it's probably gonna be have a lot of liquidity in CB Zen. So it's gonna be really fun. Oh yeah, and also spark burns itself. Ignite the accumulated spark in a burning contract to buy and burn X burn and spark tokens. The igniter mechanisms. The spark igniter burns spark to buy and burn X burn tokens. Well, let's see. The caller gets 5% reward spark. Swaps 50% of remaining spark to X burn. Burns both the swapped X burn and the remaining spark. Okay. Benefits of burning. Regular burning provides multiple benefits. Reduces spark supply, improving tokenomics. Creates sustainability, deflationary pressure. Rewards igniter with spark incentive. So yeah, looks like spark is also going to be burning from user activity. But yeah, it looks like I could stake spark and make spark, or we could okay. So what we could do, this is what I'm saying. What we could do is we could add liquidity with spark and ETH. Let's put all the spark in this ETH pool. And then this is going to yield us spark. And that's why, like, again, the farms are epic when they're on this crypto level, when they're not like some fucking VC ran liquidity pool. Right? Like, those are cool, but like this one is powered by the fairest crypto on base, which is going to be CBZen. And then if it is released on Optimism, you know, again, it's just a plug and play for it all to happen. And boom, you've got Zen DeFi on Optimism with the 1 amp. So you let me know how bullish that would be for Optimism, knowing that people can pair it and there's going to be something buying and burning it all the time. You let me know. But now you can see we got the tokens. These are the LP tokens for providing liquidity. So now what we can do is we can take these and set them away for 7 days. So go ahead and approve the liquidity. right? So now what this does is if I was already planning on being here for a week, right, I might as well provide some ETH Spark liquidity, right? Or whichever one is going to be giving you the best return for what you're feeling. You know, you earn the LP fees on top. I just think whichever one is the deepest would be the smartest. And the deepest would be with the most Spark. Whichever one has the most Spark, that's the one you're going to want to be in. Oh, look at the CBZN one is crazy cracking. And this is testnet right now, so this is just testnet shit. So now we have it approved. We're going to do 7 days, and we'll stake the LP. I got more CBZN flowing in for mints. Damn, this guy's a CBZN master. CBZN master. Man, I'm on that midday stream right now. Make sure you hit the like button if you're chilling. All right, so now we got the cooldown. This is not going to activate for an hour. So for an hour, it'll be sitting. And again, the reason why it's this way is so that arbitrage bots don't try to front run everybody and change the LPs before your tokens land. Right, so it's just a safety mechanism, so just to make sure everything runs smooth. So in about an hour or so, come back, you'll start seeing yourself getting Spark rewards, and that's why you can do the next thing, which will be using the Spark to actually, do something else, right? And this is the benefit though. If you're an ex burner, you already get to jump the gun and just start providing staking. Right. And then you can start here. That's kind of like the X burner experience. You could start in the X burn staking pool, and then you can instantly get X burn and Spark. Then you can pair those together in this liquidity pool, and then you can instantly start farming Spark. So now you're getting fees from people trading Spark and Zen X burn, because I expect this also to be like the second largest pool. And if again, the next thing is getting X burner to trade some way, somehow. It's going to get really fun. I think it's going to get really, really fun just watching how we can tug the market and make people figure out where they want to be. Because I think X burn is I think this is where we're going to start. And things are going to come after this. Because it's been sitting there. Everybody could have done it. Everyone had access to AI. But just not everybody had the logic skills like Tree City West, in my opinion. He's already made a lot of different projects. So this one, it even down to the look, it looks and feels like a lot of his study in one mastermind project. So it's pretty awesome to watch. A little dog right here. What up, Rolando? But yeah, I guess now the fun stops because now we got to wait for it. We got to wait to harvest Spark rewards from the LP. And then, we can't harvest any Spark rewards from the stake. So yeah, now we're just waiting. This is pretty fascinating. Yeah, you'll see this right here. Look at Spark rewards going up from the LP. And yeah, like go and test this. Here, I'm gonna put the thing in and let us know like if you have any questions or anything in the Telegram that we can like answer. If you find any bugs, it will just help. It will help the whole process speed up if more people can go and click buttons. But I mean, right now it feels really good, and X burner is doing really well on base chain. So there's a lot of X burn out there right now. There's 91 million. Not that much. And X burn burns too, right? 21 million of the tokens have been burned out of existence already. And this chart looks really like untouched. This is untouched right now. $22,000 market cap. This is the meme you want. Zen burn meme. It's different than DB Zen. So it has the different characteristics. You can't bring that energy into this one. I've seen a lot of DBZen people in Xburner, but they're in OPZen. And that's who brought it to OPZen, was kind of like the DXN burners. So I think they've played a good role in this. And I'm excited to see how they plan on playing these two tokens. Right? Because this one's just getting started. Look at Xburn on OPZen. This shit is nuts. Let's look at it priced in OPZen though. 37 billion. How much OPZen has been burned? I think it's like 2 trillion, which is a lot over there. While I got the LP with the click of a button. It's like Shiba swap. There's not a swap on it. It's just for liquidity pools. I mean, maybe that's what I mean. Maybe if Tree City West wants to put a DEX on here, but there's no swap DEX. It's just pools. So it's just that part. You got to still go to Uniswap to do the swap. But yeah, you just provide the coins. So like you have the Xburn or the Spark X already, and then you're just gonna add both, and then the smart contract adds it to the pool, like the contract he has set up. That's why it's really fascinating. Because once you land here, we simplified getting into the liquidity pools. You don't need to go to Uniswap. You don't need to hit pools. You don't need to be like me right now. And that's why I think it's going to be special. He could also, like, we could make a treasury where we could take OPZen Ethereum or CBZen ETH and add that to the liquidity pool and provide incentive for people to get more tokens to keep going, because they're going to keep providing liquidity. A lot can happen. And this is just the beginning. That's why it's like, yo, I'm really curious to see where it goes from here, because not everybody knows how to make a liquidity position on Uniswap. This is like a barrier, right? So not everybody knows how to get access to this. And my CBZen Xburn pool has been doing pretty all right. Yesterday it did a lot better, but that's to be discovered. Once more people get into trading and trading becomes more popular in the Zen world, then these types of liquidity pools, like the first people who are in them, will reap the most benefits. It'll be everyone after us that's trying to keep up with the momentum. So it's important to get in early for that theory that you're ahead of the game, and as the gains come in, you can DCA out, right? And if that's going over your fucking head, yeah, this is too advanced for you. Yo, I thought you meant Atlanta. And I was like, I thought he was in Texas. Oh, ATL. Now we got Zen down in ATL too. What about that Zen ATL DCA for a week? I don't know about that one, Rolando. I'm thinking OPZen is the one though. No shill. Look, it's about to come up. So we are going to get to a point where OPZen is going to need to sell off. But that's why I think this is the cheapest burn points you're going to get, because it can pump, but this is a Zen coin. So like in regular coins, it would usually roll over. But in a Zen coin, there could be so much burning that it just keeps going up. So I'm curious. ETH Zen is still a good one. But the thing that I'm trying to drill home right now is that we have till 2027 before we can really say with confidence that this is an amazing token, because people can tug at it from every corner. And to build an ecosystem on Ethereum is a very large notion. Like how fast we can click on the testnet here with the nothing burger fees is what we're looking for. because that's how base chain is. That's how optimism is, right? As soon as this gets switched to ETH mainnet, right, these types of dApps don't do well on it, especially when the gas is like today, up and down. You really won't have people moving around because it's so up and down. Fuck the dirty birds. But yeah, we'll see what's up with ETH, bro. ETH has an uptake of a lot of minters. So a lot of people are minting for the future there. So the future is bright, I guess you can say, for ETH. It's just the present is dim. And that's an opportunity for sure. So, you know, swing that motherfucking price. Swing, better. Swing. All right, y'all. I'm about to sign up out of here. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace. Goes in.
Astronaut. Astronaut.